Alice and Ben sat under the cherry blossom tree.
Pink petals fell around them. It was their spot. They had met there 2 years ago.
The sun warmed their faces. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves. They were happy.
Ben held Alice's hand. He knew she was the one.
He leaned in and kissed her. The world melted away. Only the two of them existed. It was a perfect moment. Clara was new in town. She felt lost and alone. One day she went to a coffee shop. She hoped to meet someone new.
Suddenly someone bumped into her. It was Ben.
He apologized and helped her pick up her things. They started talking. They laughed together.
Ben enjoyed spending time with Clara. She was funny and interesting. He found himself looking forward to their conversations. Alice saw Ben and Clara together at the coffee shop. They were laughing. She felt a pang of jealousy.
She didn't want to overreact, but she couldn't shake the image from her mind.
Later she saw them walking together. They seemed close, too close.
Alice started to doubt Ben's love. She felt insecure. She didn't know what to do. Her heart ached with suspicion.
Alice couldn't take it anymore. She went to Ben's apartment. Her heart pounded in her chest. She needed answers.
She confronted him about Clara. Her voice trembled with anger and hurt.
Ben was shocked. He tried to explain.
But Alice wouldn't listen. Tears streamed down her face. She felt betrayed.
She stormed out of the apartment. The door slammed shut behind her.
I feel terrible. It's like a weight pressing down on my chest, making it hard to breathe. Every time I think about what happened, I can't help but feel this overwhelming sense of guilt and regret. I never wanted things to turn out this way. I just wanted a friend. Someone to talk to, someone who would understand me. It's been so long since I felt truly connected to anyone. I thought maybe, just maybe this time would be different. But now looking back, I realize how naive I was. I hadn't meant to hurt anyone. The last thing I wanted was to cause pain or trouble. I was just so caught up in my own loneliness and desperation that I didn't see the bigger picture. I didn't see how my actions would affect those around me. I realized I'd caused trouble. It hit me like a ton of bricks. All the signs were there, but I was too blind to see them. Now all I can do is reflect on my mistakes and hope that I can find a way to make things right.
Meanwhile, Ben found Alice in their park. He sat beside her, the familiar surroundings bringing back memories of happier times. The park had always been their sanctuary, a place where they could escape from the world and just be together.
I love you, Alice. Those words felt so heavy, laden with all the emotions he had been holding back. He needed her to understand that his feelings were genuine, that despite everything, his love for her had never wavered. I never meant for this to hurt you. The pain in his voice was evident, and he hoped she could hear the sincerity in his apology. He had made mistakes, but his intentions were never to cause her pain. She needed someone to talk to. Clara had been feeling so isolated, and she thought that opening up to someone might help. She never imagined that her actions would lead to such a complicated situation. Clara was just lonely. She had been struggling with her own emotions, trying to find a way to cope with the emptiness she felt inside. She never intended to come between anyone or cause any harm. Alice, I need to explain everything. Ben's voice was steady, but there was an urgency in his tone. He needed her to hear him out, to understand the full story. He knew that only by being completely honest could he hope to mend their relationship.
Ben spoke softly and sincerely, hoping Alice would understand. He recounted everything that had happened, leaving nothing out. He wanted her to see things from his perspective, to understand the reasons behind his actions.
Please believe me, I need you to forgive me. His voice cracked with emotion and he reached out to take her hand. He knew that forgiveness wouldn't come easily, but he was willing to do whatever it took to earn it.
Ben's heartfelt words hung in the air, waiting for Alice's response. The silence between them was palpable, each second feeling like an eternity. He watched her closely, hoping to see a sign of understanding, a glimmer of hope that they could move past this and rebuild what they had lost.
I went to find Alice. I had been thinking about this moment for days, rehearsing what I would say and how I would say it. The weight of my actions had been pressing down on me, and I knew that I needed to make things right. The park was quiet, a perfect setting for the conversation that was about to unfold. Alice, I'm so sorry for everything. I was wrong to get involved. I never meant to hurt you, and I realize now how much pain I caused. It was never my intention to come between you and Ben. I was blinded by my own feelings and didn't consider the consequences of my actions. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
Clara apologized, sincerely explaining her mistake. She spoke from the heart, her voice trembling with emotion. She recounted the events that led to the misunderstanding, emphasizing her regret and the lessons she had learned. Clara's vulnerability was evident, and it was clear that she was genuinely remorseful for her actions.
I listened to Clara. I could see the sincerity in her eyes. Her words resonated with me, and I could feel the weight of her remorse. It wasn't easy to hear, but I knew that holding on to anger would only hurt us both. I took a deep breath, trying to process everything she was saying. The pain was still there, but so was the possibility of healing.
Alice realized that Clara wasn't a threat and forgave her. The realization came slowly, but it was undeniable. Clara's actions, though misguided, were not malicious. Alice saw the genuine regret in Clara's eyes and understood that everyone makes mistakes. Forgiveness was the first step towards healing, and Alice was ready to take that step.
I forgive you, Clara. Those words felt like a weight lifting off my shoulders. It wasn't just about forgiving Clara. It was about freeing myself from the burden of anger and resentment. As we hugged, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. It was a moment of true reconciliation, and I knew that we could move forward from this.
Alice then turned to Ben, who was anxiously waiting for her decision. Ben had been a silent observer, his heart pounding with anticipation. He knew that Alice's forgiveness of Clara was crucial for their relationship. The tension in the air was palpable as Alice approached him, her expression a mix of determination and vulnerability.
Ben, I love you. We'll work through this together. My voice was steady, but my heart was racing. I knew that this was a turning point for us. Ben's eyes softened and he pulled me into a tight embrace. We had been through so much, but our love was strong enough to withstand it. Together we would face whatever challenges lay ahead.
Alice took Ben's hand, solidifying their commitment to each other. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the park. It was a new beginning for them, a chance to rebuild their relationship on a foundation of trust and understanding. As they walked hand in hand, they knew that the road ahead wouldn't be easy, but they were ready to face it together. Time passed, and Clara met someone special. It was a chance encounter at a local cafe where she was reading her favorite book. He approached her with a warm smile and a genuine interest in her thoughts. They talked for hours, sharing stories and dreams. Clara felt an instant connection, something she hadn't felt in a long time. It was as if they had known each other for years, even though they had just met.
I am happy. Every moment with him feels like a dream. We explore new places together, laugh at the silliest things, and find joy in the simplest moments. He brings out the best in me, and I feel more alive than ever before. Our bond grows stronger with each passing day, and I can't help but smile when I think about our future together. He understands me, in ways that no one else ever has. He listens to my fears and dreams, and he supports me in everything I do. When I'm feeling down, he's there to lift me up. When I'm happy, he shares in my joy. It's a connection that goes beyond words, a deep understanding that makes me feel truly seen and valued. He makes me laugh. His sense of humor is infectious, and he knows just how to make me giggle, even on the toughest days. We share inside jokes and playful banter that keep our relationship light and fun. Laughter has become a cornerstone of our bond, a reminder that no matter what life throws our way, we can always find joy in each other.
Clara found joy in her new relationship. It was a happiness that radiated from within, touching every aspect of her life. Her friends noticed the change in her, the way her eyes sparkled and her laughter came more easily. She felt a sense of peace and contentment that she had longed for, and she knew that this was just the beginning of a beautiful journey. Meanwhile, Alice and Ben grew stronger than ever. Their relationship had weathered many storms, and each challenge had only brought them closer. They had learned to communicate openly and honestly, to support each other through thick and thin. Their love was a testament to the power of resilience and commitment, and they were more in sync than ever before.
We've learned to communicate better. It's not always easy, but we've found ways to express our feelings and listen to each other. We've discovered that understanding and patience are key to resolving conflicts and building a stronger bond. Our conversations have become deeper and more meaningful, and we feel more connected than ever.
We trust each other completely now. Trust has become the foundation of our relationship, allowing us to be vulnerable and open with one another. We know that we can rely on each other, no matter what. This trust has brought a sense of security and stability to our lives, and it has made our love even stronger.
The four of them often spent time together, sharing many happy memories. They went on double dates, enjoyed weekend getaways, and celebrated each other's milestones. Their friendship grew alongside their romantic relationships, creating a close-knit group that supported and uplifted one another. They found joy in each other's company, and their bond became a source of strength and happiness.
We've become good friends with Clara and her new boyfriend. It's been wonderful to see Clara so happy and to get to know her partner. We've shared so many great times together, from cozy dinners to exciting adventures. Our friendship has enriched our lives in so many ways, and we look forward to many more memories together.
We share so many happy moments together. Whether it's a quiet evening at home or a fun outing with friends, every moment is filled with laughter and love. Our relationships have brought us closer, and we cherish the time we spend together. These happy moments are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives, creating a tapestry of love and friendship that we hold dear.
One sunny afternoon, they all went on a picnic.
We laughed and talked, feeling grateful for our friendship.
They had faced challenges, but came out stronger.
Life threw us a curveball, but we learned the importance of communication, forgiveness, and love.
Relationships can be complicated, but we're committed to making ours work.
They found happiness together, cherishing the strength of their bonds. Alice, Ben, and Clara's story is a reminder that love can conquer all. It teaches us about the importance of trust, understanding, and forgiveness. Love is a powerful force. It can bring people together in unexpected ways. It can heal old wounds and create new beginnings. When we approach our relationships with an open heart and a willingness to understand, we can overcome any obstacle. Love will always find a way.